In this ongoing series, we're taking you inside the Valley Relics Museum in Van Nuys for a closer look at the iconic vehicles that shaped Southern California's vibrant car culture. From timeless classics to unique local legends, each episode brings a new story to life. So buckle up and join us for another ride through history, right here on Nikki Pursuit.
So going on the transition to the car specifically, the Nudie Cohen station wagon. He was famous for his rhinestone-studded suits. How did he apply that signature style to the station wagon?
Exact same thing. He just embellished stuff. The seats all have these patterns to them and stuff that he hand sewed, and everything that you touch on there has, like it's either a Derringer handgun or some, none of the guns are functional. None of the guns work. But yeah, the car looks like one of his suits, both of them.
There you go.
Yeah, and there's a few cars out there. Kid Rock owns one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I never knew that either. If you had to, now kind of separate question, but if you had to describe Nudie Cohen as like a couple of words for someone who doesn't know who he is, what would you?
I would say Nudie Cohen is the embodiment of the American dream.
Okay.
He was single digits. I think he was 8 or 9 years old when his family sent he and his brother to New York.
Wow.
On their own to avoid what was going on in Russia at the time. And he did all kinds of different things. He was a boxer. He finally ended up in California and started doing these designs. And he made a deal with this country star that if he bought him a sewing machine, he would make a suit for him. And then it just took off. Now you got Elvis, you got, Evel Knievel looking stuff. He made a name for himself, but started with nothing, a refugee, if you will.
Yeah.
And turned it into being an American immigrant icon.
There you go. Are there any embellishment and customization original, or are all the embellishments and the customizations original, or have there been any restorations over the years?
Untouched. We've washed it, that's
Exactly.
it. Yeah, no, nothing's been modified.
There you go. Are there any fun or unusual facts about this car that most people wouldn't know just based on looking at it?
It's a beast. It's got a big engine. It will burn the, it's very powerful yet still slow. So it's a big heavy car.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it'll you can light the tires up in a little car like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it loud when you started?
No, it's as loud as any other old car, that you hear it smells. You can smell the smog coming out of it.
Yeah.
That's one thing. It's like old cars. It's different. You get in a new Aston Martin, you can smell the leather. You get in a Prius, you smell the plastic. Cars have a smell to them. But when you get in these older cars, there's always that batting and that mohair and stuff that has just such a great scent to it.
Yeah.
You tell it's an old car, and then that along with the gas.
And you can't even compare it to newer cars nowadays either.
No, it's just unless something's had some full, chip foose, hula hoop color, chrome, drop it 5 inches, put it on blocks, then you're going to smell new.
Yeah.
You're going to feel new. But with
Exactly.
these, with the older cars, they squeak. They got a couple of noises. The body panels, they're you're not going to take a micrometer and run it in the body panel. It's going to have a gap at the finger here, and it's going to be tight there.
There you go.
It's steel.
It's different nowadays.
It's different.
Yeah. Quality, I think, is one of the
It's not
biggest.
punched out. No, and then the cars were built so the car survived and the people got hurt.
There you go. Nowadays,
Now it's like literally you get in a fender bender, you deploy the Jiffy Pop, and the car's totaled, and the guy just writes it off.
Yeah, it's just another day in the life sort
Yeah.
of thing. What do you think this car says about the culture and the excess of its time?
Well, the 60, you're talking about the Nudie car.
Yes.
That's sort of to me. I feel like that's like a post-excess thing. The post World War II, because you got to realize World War II, everybody was saving balls of tinfoil and, war effort and doing victory gardens and all this stuff. And then the 50s came, and it's the space age, and now it's like giant engines, chrome and stuff. So there was an excess to that, but I think, they carried on into the 60s, but I don't know. The Nudie car is pretty excessive just by the embellishments.
I would say it's a very unique.
Oh, yeah, no, it's not many cars have the bullhorns on the front.
No kidding. All right, so moving on to the Fast Times at Ridgemont High VW bus. Where do you come from personally with the relationship with the car?
Oh, I just thought it was, I love it that we got it, and God bless the Skinner family, the Skinners for, putting that on loan here with us, because it's a draw, and people love to see that.
Yeah.
The fact is I lived through that time, and my brother was a surfer, and he literally was Jeff Spicoli. And he had a van. It was a Toyota van, but he had a van. And at any given day, that thing opens up and the smoke would come out. It was very funny. The Skinners were here recently. They did an article. Wall Street Journal did an article on the car. And that was a great connection, too. The woman that wrote the article, her grandfather did a book signing here, and then she saw the car, and so
it was perfect line in line.
Oh yeah, no, just all these great connections. But when they came out, he says, "Oh, there's a smoke machine in here that we didn't know about." And so when they took pictures, he's like getting out of the van, and there's this billowing smoke.
There you go, fog machine.
Yeah, like the pot,
So how did this iconic VW bus make its way from Hollywood to your museum?
Well, the Skinners, they're up in Northern California, I believe. They found this thing, and from what I hear, there was a bit of kerfuffle with a bidding war and so on. But they ended up getting the car, and it was somewhere out in Thousand Oaks for some reason.
Interesting.
And they took possession of the car and got it up to speed. It wasn't restored more than it was just refreshed.
Yeah.
So they didn't really bunky with it.
There you go. Is the van still in original condition from the movie, or has it been restored?
It's been, like I say, just refreshed.
Yeah.
And it runs. When they came out here, they drove it to Van Nuys High School and did a photo shoot.
There you go. Has it been in anything else besides that experience?
No,
or?
it was just a Spicoli thing.
Oh, there you go.
From Fast Times.
Okay.